I'm Lorna Sass, and I was just wandering through Bushwick, and I happened upon this garden, Bushwick City Garden, and I just met Masha, who is the inspiration behind this garden, which is an empty lot that you just saw. Tell us your story.
It was an illegal dumping ground for approximately 10 years, and so we simply went in here and started to clean it out and reclaim it for the community. We have no grants, no funding. We're not a nonprofit. We're not with Green Thumb. It's 100% community sponsored. It's 100% self-sufficient. All the materials we have are dumpstered, and we have currently chickens. All the eggs are free for the community, and we're going to be building a big raised bed and grow lots and lots of organic produce.
Let's take a look. Would you give us a little tour?
Absolutely.
How many chickens do you have at this point?
Currently, we have 6 chickens, all rescued from the live poultry spots, all from factory farms, now living kind of free range out here. We're going to have possibly 12 if we feel that there's enough space for them.
Do they get
10.
along?
They all get along. In the beginning, it was actually, there was quite a lot of commotion. They weren't used to being outside. They weren't used to socializing with other chickens, but now they're very happy, and they're a great flock. And they give us eggs, and all the eggs are free for the community, which is wonderful.
Now, when you say they're rescued from the poultry, essentially the slaughterhouse, right?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
I went in there and bought them.
Oh, that's a way to make it happen.
That's the only way to make it happen,
So
absolutely.
show us around. Now, all of this is dumpstered
Yes,
wood?
this is all dumpstered wood. As you see, we've built a fence from the dumpstered wood to keep the chickens in the chicken area.
All nice and
Who are you?
This is one of our youngest helpers. A lot of the neighborhood kids come by and help out after school. We also have a big compost system. We actually had our first load of compost yesterday, which is now mixed into the garden.
Is this your composter?
This was the compost that was ready that we just emptied out, and this is the compost which is happening. It gets turned about once a week. People from the neighborhood bring their food scraps, and it all gets incorporated into the garden along with all the bedding for the chickens.
Do you
It's
accept all
composted.
kinds of food scraps or just vegetables?
Just vegetables,
Yeah.
no meat, fish, or dairy.
Yeah. So where did you learn about this?
Composting? Most of what we're doing, we're picking up as we go. For example, dry stacking the wall. These are all stones that we dug out of the ground. And this is all wood that we dumpstered to start building our raised bed. A lot of the volunteers that come have some prior experience with either farming or landscaping, or many people, this is a highly Puerto Rican neighborhood. A lot of people had chickens back in the island, and have a lot of helpful tips for us. Back here is going to be, so the middle's going to be all chickens and compost. Back here we're going to have a huge raised bed, and all of this is going to be vegetables. As you see, we've started filling it in. However, we're having a lot of difficulty fundraising for soil because we need 30 cubic yards at $30 per cubic yard, not counting the gas to get to Long Island and back and the tolls. It's $900.
Why would you have to get it on Long Island, though? The Lower East Side Ecology Center might be open to providing
I don't know.
$20 for. Well, I'll give you the details on that. And so I see you have a cat back there as well.
We have 2 cats. They live here peacefully with the chickens and take care of the rats for us.
There's the L going behind you. The L.
That's the J.
The J. That's the J. Okay.
We're right under the J tray. Yeah, and it's been a wonderful experience. We also give away free bread every day, all locally donated. If you go outside, you'll see we have our little bread stand. And we have clothes on Sundays, which is self-sufficient. People bring their old clothes and then other people come pick them up. So
Are there a lot of people in Bushwick who are hungry?
there's a lot of people that take bread, if that's what you mean. I mean, everything's relative. So being from Russia, I would hesitate to say that anyone in America is truly hungry. But there's a lot of people that can use some extra bread, absolutely. And there's a lot of people that can use some extra clothes. And there's a women's and children's shelter a couple of blocks away who many people from there frequent us quite regularly. And there's a meth clinic a couple of blocks away. Many people from there frequent us quite
Meaning
regularly.
take bread or
Meaning take
some
bread,
eggs?
take eggs, take clothes, clean clothes is always a big one. And we also have all kinds of children's stuff, so toys and also like literature on parenting, which I find is also very helpful. And in the future, of course, we'd like to expand, what we have, what we can offer, and perhaps have some free English classes is something I'm working on currently. But right now, this is where we're at.
Wow, it's fantastic. How do you think the kids who come here and help benefit from helping in
Well,
the
maybe
garden?
we could ask Corrales. I'm sure she'd
that's
tell
a
you.
wonderful idea.
Corrales!
Come on in, we have
Come
a
over
question
here.
for you. We were wondering how you benefit when, just like what you get out of coming and participating in this garden.
Why do you come to this garden?
What draws you here?
Basically, I'm here because I like hanging out with people, and for me, this is like this is I don't know what it's called, but I feel like could be something new that everybody should do, because like you see, we all worked hard here. We have chickens, we have cats, and anybody could do it.
What have you learned by hanging out here? Did you learn any skills?
Yeah,
What'd you learn?
I learned how to plant.
Hey man, that's a life skill. So what sorts of things did you plant?
I planted sunflower seeds. I didn't plant the vegetables because I'm not ready for those. I'm still flowers.
Okay. Great. So does that make you like a beginner gardener status or?
Sorta. This is my master here. The master
Yeah.
planter.
Yeah. Well, what would you say is the best part about coming here? Or the worst part?
Here, there is no worst part.
Fair
Actually.
enough. Thank you. The best.
Here, the best part is that you could be yourself. You could pet the chickens. You could do basically anything, and you can have fun with it.
Yeah. Is this your first experience being so close with live chickens?
Yes.
Okay.
yes, it is.
So what's your what do you think? I mean,
Wow.
Did you name one of the chickens? Which one did you name?
I named the big white one Lily.
Lily, beautiful.
I think it's that one.
people become very fond of chickens.
Absolutely. All the chickens have been named by kids in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And they have their favorite chickens, you know. And each one of them have a character.
Oh, is that so?
Absolutely. Chickens, I didn't know this until we had them, but chickens are very individualistic and they all have their own little, quirks, really. Like that one is the smartest one, I can tell you. That one
Brown.
Sitting and cooling herself
Yes,
off.
yes. She's the
Brown.
first one to figure out the compost. She's the first one to figure out where the vegetables are. You know? she's the
Big white
oldest
squawk
one
is
as
over
well.
there.
Oh, how old would you say she is?
I would say, none of the chickens at the slaughterhouse were any older than 6 months.
Yeah.
They were all 4 to 6 months. I would say she's the oldest one because she's over a year,
Yeah.
which is young for a chicken. They're all very young chickens.
So how can people send you a contribution?
Well, I guess really the best way would be to come over, see the place, and bring either we desperately need money for topsoil.
Or soil, or contribution
or
of soil.
soil, that's been tested and we know that it's clean soil because we've had those problems before. Or chicken feed, or cat food, or organic vegetable seedlings. All of
Okay,
those
and what's
things
your
help.
exact location?
We are on Broadway, right under the J train, a couple blocks away from Myrtle and Broadway subway station, and we're between Arian Place and Belvedere. Our email is bushwickcityfarm@gmail.com,
Oh,
all one
perfect.
word. So, if anyone's interested in volunteering or helping out, they can always email me.
Great. Well, it's wonderful to meet you just
Thank
like
you
this,
so
just by
much.
surprise.
Awesome. And the idea...
This little girl right here.
That's her favorite chicken. The idea is to show people that without help from the city or from rich patrons or even permission to take land, even just the community uniting and being self-sufficient and
And a willing landlord.
and a semi-willing landlord. Yes. No, we are ever grateful to Jeff Hiller for not kicking us off this land when we entered it. Yes. Thank you, Jeff Hiller, if you're watching this
Oh, we're gonna be on TV. Awesome.
on YouTube.
Awesome. Works for me.
Thank you.